Yeah! Might get a little bit more of that one. Woo. So, I want to tell you guys a little true story. I recently changed careers. I went from welding back to truck driving. Doesn't really look like there's a lot of truck drivers in here, are there? Outstanding. That's great. Nobody's going to get pissed at me over this thing. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I hate truck drivers. I know I drive one, but I'm not a truck driver. The reason I say that is because I don't have like a cool CB handle, like Screaming Eagle, Stinking Fairy, nothing like that. I haven't put like a Harley sticker on the back of my fucking Kia Soul. And I didn't name my daughter or child after anything on the ride or get inside of. I don't think you should ever do that. I was hoping that would be a little bit more. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys, my wife and I, we just got back from a little mini vacation because we couldn't afford a real one. We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it was a learning experience for me because I was the first one that had never been there apparently. I couldn't figure out why they had an aquarium right next to the fucking ocean. It made no sense to me. You know, there was like sharks, stingrays, you know, crabs, and shit. Not the kind you get from like bad sex from a prostitute or a bar, like where we're at right now, you know, where you get the itch. I just thought, it didn't make any fucking sense to me because if you wanted to touch a sea creature or an ocean creature at this point, you can swim 10 feet out beyond the beach and touch a shark if you really wanted to. No, I know, it's kind of dangerous because most shark attacks do happen within 10 feet from the beach, statistically. That's because that's where all the people are, in case you were wondering. Fun fact. But my wife and I, we get out there and she starts telling me as soon as we get to the beach, she's like, baby, you need to put on sunblock. And I'm like, no, I don't. She says, yeah, you do. I said, no, I don't. I'm going to tell you why. You ever talk to your significant other and you're trying to explain something to them and you know that in the back of their mind, they're like, you're a fucking idiot. My wife was doing that. She's had this like look in her eyes. I was like, I don't need sunblock. And she's like, well, go ahead and tell me why you don't need sunblock. And I was like, 'cause I'm a fucking man. She's like, all right. I didn't know what to say after that. I was confused. I was like, shit. So I started making shit up. And I was like, well, baby, you know what men did back in the day before sunblock came out? She was like, what did they do? I was like, fuck. Now I had to come up with something else. So I did. I was like, well, we went out in the sun, we got burned, and then we went and locked ourselves in a bathroom and cried quietly so that way you didn't think we was a bitch. She was like, well, I know you're a bitch. I was like, fuck. Needless to say, I did not put on sunblock to prove a point, and my point did not get proven because the next day I cried the whole time. I was putting on sunblock, crying while she was rubbing my back down. I was like, the fucking sunblock at a souvenir shop costs like $20 for a little 2.5 ounce bottle, just so you know. Take yours with you when you leave to go to the beach anyways, not from here because there's no fucking sun out there right now. So I get the sunblock on the next day and I stop crying. But before we went to the beach the second day, we decided to go to the souvenir shop. We have some friends that come down to the house. They like dog sit whenever we go out. And it was our friend's birthday. And I was like, maybe we ought to get our friend something nice for her birthday. Not that it really speaks to friendship when you buy them something from a fucking souvenir shop in South Carolina. You're going to get like a $20 ashtray that says shit like, getting high from high South Carolina or something like that. Nothing really good. Nothing that speaks volumes like, hey, I love you, we're friends, But while we're getting this fucking ashtray, I look over and I see something that immediately caught my attention and I bought it. It was a lifeguard outfit and it had everything. It had the hat, it had the little sign that said lifeguard on duty, lifeguard off duty. It had the shirt, the booty shorts, a little fucking name tag, your name Sharpied on, because they didn't have like a fucking little, engraver or nothing like that. I bought it all. It cost $10. And I'm not gonna lie to you people, there were probably deaths on my watch as a lifeguard. I am not Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. If you were at the fucking beach and I'm a lifeguard on duty, you're gonna drown. So you better know how to fucking swim, all right? So I buy this shit, got it all. So, the second day we out there, I got my my sunblock on because, I've cried enough. I'm sitting on my little stool. I got my booty shorts on. I got my little sign out there that says lifeguard on duty. And I did not expect what happened to happen while I was standing right there. Well, not standing, sitting. I'm not used to being the first one up, so, you know, you guys have to bear with me a little bit on that. But I'm sitting there on my little stool with my little sign, got my little lifeguard booty shorts on and everything like that. And I was actually fucking with the name when I heard somebody blowing a rape whistle. It's just brrr, brrr. I start looking around, what the fuck is going on around here? People are pointing at me and they're pointing to the ocean. Fuck you. You know, I ain't getting in that shit. What the fuck do you want me to do, you know? And they're like pointing at the sign where I had lifeguard on duty and everything. And I'm sitting there looking and this dude rolls up on a buggy and he's like, hey, are you gonna help? I was like, I am. I'm giving you words of encouragement. Fuck off and you say it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't swim. And he's like, well, why are you wearing a lifeguard outfit? I was like, they sold it to me at the souvenir shop. I know it's misleading, but to help you out, here's what I did. I turned the fucking sign around. Lifeguard off duty, right? So, let me move this a little bit. Wow, that's a lot heavier than I thought. Guess I need to work out next time I come out here. Does anybody here, or let's say it like that, has anybody here ever lived in a trailer park or currently live in a trailer park? Look, the only black guy in the fucking room is he's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's
He's like, I need a free Pepsi Zero after this. I said, I got this shit. So, the reason I asked that is because I have lived in a trailer park, and you know, for the kind, whiter people over here, but not poor people sitting in the crowd, all 20 of you now. However the fuck this happened, I'm not seeing double, I haven't been drinking, so it's gonna be all right. So, we're not talking about a trailer park. You guys know the word modular homes. You know, the nice trailers that were just built at like fucking Clayton's with like French doors and a little garage attached. I'm talking about the rundown trailer parks that you drive in and you're like, God damn, this shit should be condemned. You move into the trailer right next door to Double Wide Sally and a single wide with her crackhead son Woody, and that's what makes trailer parks fun. Right there, crackheads. Don't they? He's like, yeah, they do. Fuck yeah. So crackheads do make trailer parks fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you a couple stories about this. We had a crackhead. Well, by we I mean me. I'm fat, so I can say two and you mean one. So when I moved into this trailer park, I lived right next door to Double Wide Sally and her crackhead son Woody, who also had a Chihuahua that I'm pretty sure was on crack because it shook a lot. I moved in over there and he made the place fun immediately. This guy would literally walk out of his trailer every morning at like 9:30. He would go to his mailbox, look for a package that never showed up. And I knew he was mad because when he walked to the mailbox, he would drag his dog behind him. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a Chihuahua get dragged by a 6'3" man, but it's pretty fun to fucking watch because like it just gets caught on everything, you know. He's like, oh man, and he fucking drags it, and it gets snagged on like a rock, and then he jerks it hard, and it looks like a pole vaults over the fucking pebble in the driveway. And when he gets to the mailbox, he opens it up, the package that he's looking for never arrived, he gets pissed off, he kicks the mailbox shut, and drags his dog back to the fucking trailer. Smokes some crack, I assume. Well, his dog died. I know it's very sad. Some of you are going to go ahead and take a time. Get over the death of a dog you've never met that is owned by a crackhead that currently smokes crack by itself. He loved his dog so much that he actually got a little red fire brick and named it after his dog. That's kind of touching. It actually, you know, hurts my heart to know that his dog died and then he named a brick after it. But he loved his brick too. And he did the same thing with his brick. He had like a routine. He would do it every day. He would drag his brick across the driveway, and when he got snagged on like a rock or something, he would jerk out real hard. But the best thing about having the brick was, versus the Chihuahua, is that when he jerked on the fucking brick and it launched over a rock, it would hit him in the back of the knee. He'd be pissed. You have not lived life until you've seen a crackhead beat the shit out of a fire brick in the middle of a driveway. I'm not gonna lie. He's just like, oh man, you son of a bitch, and he bang, bang, fucking. just beat it down, go back to his trailer park, or go back to his trailer home and smoke some crack. And I'm telling y'all that to ask anybody here, if you guys smoke crack, I need a new neighbor. I'm taking applications currently. I really am. I hear a lot of laughing. But no one throwing some hands. Come on, give me a throw of hands. Give me a crack at me. He said, right.
Minus the crack, though.
That's right. Minus the crack. Yeah, that's bad shit. I thought about doing crack after seeing him, whitewater wrapped in a tire that had the fire showing and shit with a little brick tied up next to him. But I thought, probably better not. It's like going out and getting herpes. You just decide not to do that. Yeah. You guys are fun. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to get out here, go get shit out something at Walmart? Come on, this sounds fun, doesn't it? We'll go party, beat up a Walmart door grader. Fuck, you know so bad his next shot will require him to just ask shit like, do you want fries with that? I think that'd be good. I'm going to talk about something that might affect you guys, but you're going to have to bear with me a little bit. This is all a joke still, so Robbie said that in the beginning, it's all a joke. Just want to reiterate that. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody, does anybody here have a baby? Well, there's one clapping back there. You're going to get pissed. Everybody else is going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, babies, they're like every other group of people in the world. You got some winners and a whole lot of losers. I'm getting really fucking tired of hearing people say shit about their baby being cute and smart, okay? I really am. Not all babies are cute, and not all babies are fucking smart, all right? My brother, this goes to intelligence. My brother called me the other day, and we're talking on the phone, and I hear, I said, what the fuck is going on at your house? What's going on, man? And he's like, oh, that's my baby. All right, sure, you say so. So what's up with your baby, man? Is it trying to take a shit? My baby's smart and cute. I've seen pictures of you, right? You ain't that good looking. You got a baby, he probably ain't good looking either. I seen the fucking ultrasound. You know what an ultrasound looks like? It looks like a fucking alien in that 80s movie. Where they're trying to claw their way out of a fucking bubble. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, Don't ask me if I want a picture of that shit, okay? You're asking me to lie to you and tell you it's cute when I know it's not, and you know it's fucking not. So, with that said, my brother proceeds to tell me not only is his baby cute, but it's smart. You tell me something like this, I've got a question immediately. My question is, what does it do? He said, well, it grabs baby wipes and throws them across the living room. I said, I'm not sure that's a fucking sign of intelligence, right? I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but if the height of your child's vocabulary is fucking gaga goo goo and it throws baby wipes across the living room floor, I don't think it's smart or cute. And I was like, dude, your baby is a normal baby. No, it's not. I said, no, it is, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're gonna tell me your fucking baby is smart, I don't even care if it's cute. If you're gonna tell me your baby's smart, I expect to come over to your house, you're gonna be like, hey man, come here and check this out. And I'm gonna walk into this other room, and I'm gonna see two fucking toddlers, right? Sitting at a little luncheon table. They got chess out, they're playing chess, drinking a glass of brandy, smoking a fucking cigar, talking about foreign stock exchange. That's a smart fucking baby. You know what I mean? That is a smart fucking baby. I'm gonna talk to this baby and be like, hey, how do I get my shit on track? Because I'm up here trying to tell fucking jokes for you guys. These babies are like, yeah, we're here in the Wall Street, your stock's a little bit, blah, 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 I really think that if you're going to claim your baby's smart, you should be able to do something better than average babies. I think that one in the back is pissed off. You three, I'm not really sure, I can't see through all the light. I heard a little laughter there. So, I'm going to close up. I don't know how much time I got. But I'm gonna do an original joke that I've done out in Knox School before. I have never done that here because I didn't really fucking know Kingsport existed until last week. It's not my fault, don't be mad. But I was at the dollar store not too long ago doing my Walmart shopping. I live in the middle of nowhere, kind of like here. And I'm looking around with my box of Cocoa Puffs, and I see something that catches my attention by the register. It's a little packet about this big, and in the packet is something that's about this big. It's bedazzled, it's bejeweled, it's got glitter and shit on it, and it says blinging on it. Now I stepped out of line to look at it, and the reason why is because I've never seen anything like it before in my fucking life. It turns out it's pepper spray. I pick it up, I start looking at it, and I'm like, wow, the dollar store sells weapons of self-defense. Who knew? I don't expect it to work very well. Fucking wheels fall off micro machines, the Legos don't lock together, all that kind of stuff. But as I'm looking at it, and I'm going over everything, I'm like, who the fuck would buy this for self-defense? I flipped it over and I read the ingredients, and it was like RuPaul's Piss and stripper glitter. I'm not gonna lie to you, I fucking bought it, right? I bought it. 3 days later, I decided to go hunting. I don't know why. I don't carry a gun. I'm a bitch. I'm scared of them. But as I'm driving my Prius through some redneck's backyard, I hit something in the middle of it, and fucking car stalls out. And I'm like, fuck. I started looking around, waiting for something to happen, and sure enough, it did. 2 rednecks run out of their double wide trailer home, and they're like, fuck you doing in our yard, boy? Fucking up my sister's windmill. I was like, shit, man, I thought it was a doghouse, you know? Is that your kids? Push them back inside, man. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. You know, push them in there. Everything's going to be all right. Well, they got mad. They pulled up a couple of shotguns. They said click, click. And then I remembered I had this little weapon of destruction in my pocket. So I pulled it out and I pumped it prime. And when I pumped it, it said, ah. What the fuck? They looked and they said, what the fuck? One of them's tooth come out. The other one picked it up. He's like, it's all right. I'll get sister. Put it back. So I sat there looking at them. They got over their fear pretty quick and they started to come at me. And when they did, I sprayed this blinging on shit, man. I sprayed it. It said, oh! Went all over their faces. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my life happened right before my very eyes. These 2 rednecks started inbreeding right in front of me. And I should have left. I should have just walked away, got back in my Prius, and fucking took off, but I didn't. I took my phone out, and I started recording it. Thanks to me, you guys can find that shit on TikTok and YouTube tonight.